Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any rule help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we increased our copper production line here to start working through getting... What was it? That was copper sheets. We were just trying to update that. We were basically trying to tidy up a load of the back end in preparation for trying to get turbo motors going, but for that we need the radio control units, and for that we need the crystal oscillators, which we're still not making. At the very end of the episode we spotted, however, we are not bringing in enough water for these guys. So I'm going to start trying to bring more water in. First off, by upgrading all of this pipework to a Mark 6 pipe, so that it can handle 600 water a minute instead of the... Well, you're currently only getting 120. Okay. Where have I got some that are not being put through? Right, so I've got two here. So, that means we can put a junction here. And put you on curve, because I like curve. Okay, so that's then going to start putting more water through that one. So that's what? That's 360. But if we upgrade that pipe as well, we can put another junction here. And again, we'll put curve in, and that's going to be 480. I think that's going to work out to. I don't know which one that's going to start. No? No, that's... What did I do there? Okay. Are you going anywhere? You're going off to that one. Okay. I really did get slapdash with this, didn't I? Alright, see if you can put some extra in that one. I'm going to upgrade that to a Mark II, because then that should be able to feed both of those pipes, though arguably I don't need one of these pipes at all. Right, that's... I'm going to say fine at the moment. Okay. We also need to figure out what's going on with the heavy modular frame, or the heavy frame factory, because we're just not getting a decent amount of frames come through at the moment. Right, has that solved the water problem for you guys? I mean, that does look it. I mean, you're up to a decent amount of water now. Trying to work out if that's climbing, though. Yes, that got to 16 that time. Yeah, 17, 18. Yeah, so that is climbing. Good. So that solved the water problem for that. I don't think I actually showed you guys last episode. This is our now power ceiling. This is... sorry. Yeah, this is our new power ceiling. I don't know why it's quite wobbling up and down like that. It should have had plenty of time to settle. But apparently not. Right, we've got tons of wire there. Right. Let's go over to the heavy modular frame factory and see what's going on there, because I think we need to try and increase our production over there somehow. I'm not sure how we will yet, but I think we absolutely need to. So I'm going to head over there, and I'll catch up with you guys when we are over there. Okay, so I couldn't help myself. I came over here to find out why we were having those bumps in the power, and I think what it was, slash is, because we're still getting some, is effectively these lines aren't charged fully. There was like, I think it was that floor up there. Some of the pipes were not completely full, so even though we're producing enough fuel for all of them, that is, there's like no wiggle room with that. So... I'm thinking what I probably want to try and do is I probably want to put some kind of buffer for each of them, like in the bit here. Now, I don't think it needs to be a lot, so we're going to have to be quick with this, because I'm going to be, you know, cutting the fuel line. Where is it? Vertical to... there we go. Right, so that, in theory, I want that to try and fill up. And I want that to then try and push everything further on, just to try and really help with this flow. Like at the moment, I feel like that's going to start trying to drain the line. Yeah, I feel like that's what we need to do. Just need to get a buffer tank on each of them. There we go. Yeah, look, you can see that's flowing backwards now to fill the buffer tank, which isn't what we want. But I'm hoping that pretty quickly that's then going to just start flowing backwards. There we go, yeah. So that's now flowing back out. Yeah, that's going to go wobbly on us for a bit. Now what I want to do is I want to turn off one of these on each floor to start letting the buffer tank fill. And that shouldn't kill the production below. So again, we're just going to do this. There we go. Yeah, we'll turn this one off on the corner. And then we've got this floor here. Again, we're just going to start feeding that in. Turn this one off on the corner. Now the bit with it is, that should saturate the pipes, and then we should start seeing the buffer tank filling more. Like this net at the moment, yeah, that needs to go up a bit more. Like, we don't need to hold huge amounts, which is why I've only put the small fluid buffer as opposed to the large fluid buffer. But effectively we want to try and, yeah, let's see, net zero. That means it's flowing out as much as it is, which it's flowing out as much as it's bringing in, which it shouldn't be at the moment, because it should be, we should basically be always net zero with all of them turned on, and we don't. We've got one of them turned off. So I'm hoping that this is going to help out. Well, that fill rate is pretty constant there. Yeah, that drain rate shouldn't be at 600 because we're not using 600, but if we look at some of the pipes, you can see they're not completely full. And I can only assume that where we've got some of the pipes being a bit emptier, that's going to be really causing this kind of jaggedness. So I think I'm going to leave that for a little bit, and we'll come back and check it afterwards. But if those fluid buffer tanks are full, then we can turn everything back on, and we should hopefully have a straight line. Right, I'm going to continue on to the heavy frame factory now, so I will see you guys. I did not need to build two of them. Yeah, I'll see you guys when we get over there. Okay, here we are at the heavy frame factory. Now let's go have a look. I genuinely think we are basically running this as fast as it can go. I don't feel there's much optimization we can do. We'll have to wait and go and have a look, but there's a couple of yellow lights there where things look maybe a bit backed up, but yeah, I've just got a feeling that we are actually... Okay, so you're backed up because you've got too many frames. I mean, this looks saturated as a line. Okay. Alright, we haven't really got room to put another one, but I mean, I feel like we could try and overclock some of these bits. Just a bit. I mean, for a start, that one was turned down. I mean, is that going to help? I mean, that looks like it is trying to saturate. That's going straight in there. It must be at the other end we're putting it into the network then when it gets to the other end on the train side. So it does mean that we do kind of need this to saturate up, which it looks like it is slowly. I can't see the thing coming back yet. And that's full of frames there. Okay, what is going on? That's just a regular splitter, so that is doing 1 for 1. That's not even prioritizing one over the other. Okay. Okay. How do we not have any? How do we not have any then? Because that looks like we should have loads. Because if we come back and we look at the train now then... No idea why that jumped into my hand. Right, if we come back here... That's full. That's full. Okay. Well, let's go back and check the Nexus then. Alright, I'll meet you guys back over there then in a moment or two. Okay, so here we are. We're just pulling into where the heavy frames are dropped off. To try and see... This is where I'm going to sit there and say, I bet I've done something stupid. Like, I never actually put them into the thing. Which looks like happens because that is pretty full. Okay. And they go up. Okay. And along. We definitely have loads. And they're down... They're filling in down here. Okay, yeah, that looks like I never actually put them in. Right. Oh, yeah, because there's 1,200 in there. Right, well, let's grab that then. Okay, what's the best way to actually put that somewhere? Because we are going to want that on. But I'm not quite sure how to... fit that in right here. Like, I suppose, because this is at the front, if we go organization, storage, like that, then dimensional depot. Oh, I'm missing the sand fluctuators. Well, that's okay because we've got those over here. Making some of those just idly in the background for us to come grab whenever we need. There we go. Though, thinking about it, may as well put those on. There we go. Then we haven't got to come over here for them in future. Okay. And it wasn't that one. It's going to be this one, isn't it? Yeah. Organisation. Dimensional depot. And you're going to cut out there. And they're mark 1s. Okay. You're going to go around like that. Then you're going to come around here. Like so. And then you're going to go up like that. That was kind of lucky that that's lined up so perfectly. And then get replaced like that. Okay. I mean, to be fair, we could probably just do that as well, couldn't we? Really stuff the lines. I don't think I need to go any faster than that. But that's going to let them start feeding in there. Okay. Fine. Well, there's one mystery solved. My own incompetence. So, let's get back to what the original point of this was. Which was to try and put down some of the... still no idea where they actually disappeared to when I took the blueprints down. But effectively, yes, we can now come back to trying to put this down. So let's give ourselves a bit of room. So if we do that, that gives us one whole spot. Yeah. So then we go 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and ooh. We need to go a bit further over. And we can take down those walls. Bring these floors over a smidge. I have no idea what shape this building is going to be by the time we're done. Right, okay. Let's check. Where's that going to put us? Right. There we go. Pop it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and come on, one more. 5. Cool. And we're not hanging off the edge anywhere near as much as we were before now. Okay, and then here's the weird bit. I kind of want to just put that in over the top like that, but that's going to go badly. So I think how many steps away is it? If we look at that, that is... So that would be in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the middle. Okay. So then if we're lining that up... Yeah, I know surface is too uneven. I'm just trying to get the spacing right. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks too close to me. That looks way too close, doesn't it? I reckon that looks more like it. Okay. So then that's going in there. That's going in there. And then that's doing that. Or is it the other way around? I think it's the other way around. So that's doing that. And that's doing that. Okay. Or not that, because that didn't line up. Like that. Okay. Okay, that looks like it. Right, so let's feed the rest of these in. 2, 3, 4. And then one more. Okay. I'm just going to do the belt ones first, and then we'll come back and we'll do the lifts. Okay. There we go. Right. Just trying to make sure it doesn't clip into the ground for each of them. Okay. So that's those done. You guys are then not making computers. You guys are just making crystal oscillators, which seems bonkers to do this setup to get 10 crystal oscillators a minute. But, you know, we do what we do. Right, okay. And then you're going to be bringing this. I actually think I'm going to want to bring it up on the roof, thinking about it. And I know a Mark 5 belt is overkill, but and then you're going to go out like this. We are going to bring this Mark 5 belt out. You're going to go up like that. Not get the foundation. We're going to try and get the belt. I think that then hooks in there like that. Okay, so that's then going to start stuffing that with quartz. Okay. Then we need to get power for these things. Okay, and bring that there. And we'll go 1, 2. Actually upgrade that to a Mark II line, because then I can just put those in like that. So then that's done 4 of them. We can bring you up here. In fact, if I try and put that there, you're already a Mark II pole. We can then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, lovely. Okay, so they all now know they're meant to be bringing in quartz crystal. Why are you not? Hang on, that's raw quartz. Oh! Damn it! Yeah, I made a boo-boo there. Oh, nuts. Right. You need to be a merger. All of this. Right, okay. Well, I mean, we can drain this line pretty easily. Because we just grab one of these and feed it in there. What that won't do is get rid of all the little side ones we've done. We're going to have to do those manually, one at a time. That sucks. Right, okay. Get rid of all that. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Now we need to do this. Take all that down. Oh, that sucks. Right, go on, ridicule me in the comments. Let me know how much of an idiot I was for, you know, not paying attention to that and just running in completely the raw line. Right, okay. Gee whiz. Right, okay, so then we can feed these in like this. Right. Bit further for these ones, because I don't want to cut into that power line. That one's already in the wrong place, I can tell. Right, okay. There's that. And then you're going to go up there. Like that. And then you're now just going to hook in there. Right. That should then let it play ball nicely. And they should now all start filling with crystal. No, why are you not filling with crystal? Do you not have power? You should have power. Yeah, there's power. I still don't like how wobbly that line is. Why are they not filling with crystal? Quartz crystal. Quartz crystal. I took that out. I could have sworn we went through and took all of those out. How is there one random piece of quartz spoiling that on every one? Because I get that sometimes they get caught in the splitters, but I thought that was the whole reason we drained the line the way we did, to try and make sure that they came out of the splitters. And they didn't have a random piece stuck in like that. Okay. Now are you going to fill? I mean, it looks like they are. I'm guessing that's just manifolding down. Okay, alright. Next on the agenda. Cable. Cable is fine to get. It's just going to be a pain because it's the other side of the factory. And like 3 or 4 floors down. Because cable is being dealt with over... Or it's being brought in over here? Yeah, like we have got cable coming in. Right, where are you going? Can we up this line? Alright, you're bringing it all the way up here. Oh, you're doing it for the computers, aren't you? So you're bringing it up here. Which is on the same floor, actually. So if we upgrade all of that, we could run this over there. Yes, let's do that. So we'll just upgrade this. Ooh. Right. Upgrade that. Upgrade that, and that, and that. Okay, so that in theory is now going to run a heck of a lot faster, The only bit is, at the moment, it's kind of backed up. That's okay, because we're going to deal with that now. So if we grab this, and we run you along the ceiling, just to avoid any floor complications. Come on. Right, okay, and we want to bring it all the way over this way. Get straight down here. We kind of need to bring it this side of this line. And then we want to bring it around kind of on the inside. So we can then grab one of these. Bring you out to here. Yeah, that's tidied up quite nicely there. Good. Right, belt 5. Okay, let's bring you backwards. And then you hook into there. Okay. So that's hopefully cable sorted now then as well. Excellent. So then it's just reinforced plates. And then we've got our 10 crystal oscillators a minute. But the reinforced plates are going to have to wait till next time. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit late in the day for me and my head's beginning to hurt. So I'm going to wrap up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow, they help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, as well as early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. And also don't forget that as a channel member, you do also get your own series for Oxygen Not Included. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time when we figure out how to get the plates up here. But I'm still, actually, don't even know we're making enough all the way down on the ground floor, because, you know, that's how long ago we made reinforced plates.